Okay, you are live.
Okay.
Yeah, I started out wearing shorts today, and I was like, wait a minute, Alexa, what's the temperature out there?
It looks cold outside.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am officially. I'm gonna play.
Okay, me too. I'm live too.
I'm gonna play my intro, but you're gonna be the first thing they say.
Woohoo!
Because you get that.
Oh, I love
video.
that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Isn't that cool that we can do that?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stay
Okay,
outside.
great. Got one person watching, and I'm starting my rolling. Rolling. Hey everyone, doing a Saturday. Location. I'm Realtor Victor Naraki, and I specialize in homes near Disney World. Hey, I'm Victor Naraki, and I'm here in this community today on this beautiful June 1st morning. My customers are closing tomorrow. They're not in town, so I am doing a walkthrough. Where's everybody watching from? Right after the spiffy opening. Right after the spiffy opening. Right after the spiffy opening. So you're looking at the house for the very first time.
It is exceeding expectation at the moment.
Wonderful. I'm Realtor Victor Naraki with one of my buyers, Darlene, and she just bought a house near Disney World. And now she can go on the Jungle Cruise anytime she wants, 100 times a year. Same jokes, but 100 times a year. Part of the historic Winter Garden. And right after this spiffy opening, Hey! How are you? How is everybody today? I got one last light to turn on, but where's everybody watching from? Where are you all watching from? Thank you so much for responding. Makes me know that the sound is working. Okay, so we are at my listing. Now, I don't know if you're familiar. I don't get a ton of listing. Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith is here in the house. Jeff Smith, Diane, Carol, Chris, Piglet, Drew, So we're going to be exploring today a short-term rental that is for sale. And this unit is available absolutely fully furnished with everything you see here, including the big screen TVs, the urn that has grandpa in it. No, just kidding. I wonder, what is this? No, it's a vase. It's a vase. Don't worry, it's not grandpa. So this is a 2-story townhome, which is about 15 minutes from Disney World. I want to tell you that I left my house at 18 after the hour. I got here at 11:32. So I got here in 16 minutes on a Saturday, and I'm a little bit further than Disney. Thank you, Selena. So we're going to talk about this, and we're also going to talk, and I've got another streamer here.
Victor's live as well.
How are you?
Where do you get hats like this? I need a hat like that.
Okay. Oh, the guys aren't seeing my hat.
Yeah, you got to show off the hat.
Okay. eBay.
Oh, nice.
eBay. It was eBay. It was terrific. I love it.
I need that.
I love shopping on eBay. There's always so many unique stuff that you'd never consider. So for those of you, how many people watching actually stay when they on Disney on property? How many stay on property? I mean, if you stay on property, say you stay on property. If you stay off property, tell me. Because I want to teach you about how to rent a short-term rental, what to look for, what the big things are that you can get, and how to buy one so that you could use it for your vacations. You know, imagine if you come down, 4 times, people who come down 4 times a year, twice a year or something like that. And they spend how much a night? Some of the hotels are $400 a night.
$400 or $500 a night. It's insane.
And how many people can you fit in those rooms comfortably?
Oh, yeah, they're tiny.
Yeah. So now you've got 5 bedrooms. So you can invite grandma who can babysit for the kids, watch them by the pool, put them to bed. She goes to bed. Right? So when you come down, you've got your own room with a bathroom, so you have privacy. You're not sleeping in the same bed with your kids, right? And the kids get their own bedroom. So a lot of times when people do this, I always like to go by heads of households, 3 heads of households. People who don't usually, 3 different homes are represented. So you have, a brother or sister, their kids, their husbands, and grandma. And they're all got this big place. But then you use it for when you're in town, right? And then you rent it out the rest of the time.
And the really cool thing is that you can get up and make breakfast. You can go to the Publix and you can make breakfast before you go out to the parks.
Now, let me ask you about that. How much does it cost each person for breakfast?
Oh, it's a ton of money.
Yeah, it's like $20
Yeah.
for each person. I guarantee you'll pay for 3 people having breakfast for the entire week that you stayed here, just in your grocery bills. Now, sure, you have to cook your own food and stuff like that, but it's quicker and it's faster than driving to going to a restaurant and waiting. So anyway, so this is property is available now. It is $580. I happen to know that one just recently closed, and they're saying they're recently went under contract, and they're saying that it's going to close at $590, and it's in the same community.
Look at that. Look at that light. That is awesome.
To be honest with you, I'm not that crazy about it. I think
Not
they
that crazy
should.
about it?
No, I think they should all be ceiling fans in here.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to see it.
Yeah, because you know what? It'll save them money in the long run.
Plus, you're getting hit by sun in the morning here.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. But it's just like, wow, that's something to look at there.
Great question, Alyssa and Neil. Let me tell you where we are. I will put up that slide.
The TV mounted here. Look at this. I like how it's decorated. I do like how it's decorated. It's really, really nice. So at any point you guys have any questions, definitely let me know.
Okay, here's where we are. Okay, the start of the blue line down at the bottom is in Davenport. Okay, so we're about 15 minutes from Disney, but it's that red dotted line is going to be the easier route that's coming in, I would say 6 months. They're working on a connection road there. So you'd go down the road, go up, go straight up, go over. That's almost exactly the way I came in today, except I had to drive a little bit further up.
Yeah.
So we're 15 minutes
Yeah.
from Disney. I got here in 14 minutes, I'd say,
And
in Davenport.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Let's see. So far, no questions. Everybody's
Okay.
loving it. Everybody loving that bedroom.
Great. So let's go out, and because you wouldn't expect a house like this to have a pool. Now, I will tell you, if you're an owner, and if anybody wants me to do a class on owning a short-term rental, I could tell you everything you need to know. But you need to have a security fence. That is, now you could have a security fence, or you can have a lock that's 54 inches off the ground. But I'd rather have a security fence, and I'd rather have both. But this has to be up when the guests arrive. And there's enough room by the pool so the guests can lay out. I see that a lot in these homes that people are buying. And for a vacation rental townhome to be able to stretch out by the pool, that's something I usually don't see. I don't see that in the single family homes.
And what's the square footage here?
Square footage is about 2,200 square feet.
Okay. That's a good size.
Yeah, wait till you see the rest of the stuff they've put in here. So you would go out this drive. It's right here. Turn right and go to hit the 27. If you turn left, you'd go the back way in. But it's going to be a really good way to get in shortly. And then here you have a nice outdoor dining table. There is a. You really need to lock this up. That's crazy. Okay, and there's a pool bath right here as well. I do not know how to lock that up. That's crazy. Okay. All right, so here we are.
Into it too.
That's weird. I've never run into that. That was a real dead spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get this full kitchen. It's not a kitchenette. You get an actual stove, unlike when you go to, one of the parks and you get like just a microwave.
Yeah.
You got a full stove. You get all the things you need in here with your plates and everything. But anyway, when this house is sold, every single thing that's in here is going to be included. Everything here.
Yeah.
So fully furnished. And there's no reason now you may not like the furniture, but at least it gets you started. Because if you're renting, you don't want to, waste the first 2-3 months decorating the place. Someone else has already done it for you. Let me close the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should close that.
Yeah. Were you born in a barn? Okay.
Several, actually.
Get past that dead spot. So full kitchen. You got plenty of eating area here. So here's the top things that I always like to tell people to look for in a short-term rental. Number one, close to Disney World. This is under 20 minutes. A gated community. This is guard gated. The first floor bedroom is really important when you're renting, because you may get that customer who wants to bring grandma, and grandma doesn't want to go up and down the stairs. So you get a first floor bedroom with a step-in shower. Now, unless you have a one-story house, that's not, that's fine. You have one-story house, everybody's can use all the bedrooms. But I will tell you, this is a key feature to keep 10 to 15% of your bookings, because you don't want, when they email you and say, hey, do you have a bedroom on the first floor? You don't want to say no. Anytime you say no, that's a potential lost booking. So, and believe me, I know, because I learned the hard way. And here is a step-in shower. Does anybody have any questions?
And is there an HOA? There's probably an HOA.
Oh, there's got to be an HOA. If you, and this came up with a question from a customer. They wanted a gated community, but they didn't want an HOA. And I said, that does not exist. You might have a low HOA.
Yeah.
Because the lowest HOA I ever saw was $50 a month with a gate. Or you may have but this has an HOA of $600 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason is because it has guard gate, has a lazy river.
Yep.
There is a huge pool. There's tennis courts. There's an arcade. There's all these different things in a restaurant, and even a fireworks viewing area.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Alyssa and Neil say Grandpa can sleep on the floor. Yeah, Grandpa wasn't invited. I always mention Grandma. He's an old grump. Anyway, so close to grocery. This one has a grocery store less than a quarter mile up the street. And there's plenty on the way back. You need Wi-Fi and cable TV. This, of course, has that. You need arcade space in the community center, but if you can get it in the house, if that's even better, and wait till you see what I have upstairs. This would rent from $200 to $400 a night. Now, I would say I like to take, when I have a rental, I like to take the bookings myself so that I don't have to share the commissions with the rental agency. So when I had my home, I used to do all the bookings myself. And now we're going to step upstairs. No questions?
That was the last one.
No question. Do they like my hat?
They love your hat.
Okay, good.
And if they didn't love your hat, I'd have to kick them right out.
Yeah, I think that's a good, yeah.
'Cause I don't.
Oh, now time to go to Disney at your doorstep if you want to follow this stream.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to follow Victor, you can go to Disney at doorstep or at yourdoorstep.com.
And you find all my links there. It's a link tree page.
Okay, see, I love this room already.
This is see, the thing is, a lot of rentals will put their game room in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot, it's nasty, it's not decorated properly, it's a garage. This place, you could say game room in the house, and all these will come with it with a full price offer. If not a full price, doesn't come with it, but.
Oh, you got Frogger in here. Nice. I'm always joking when I'm going against the crowd on Main Street. I'm playing Frogger. I'm in the scooter. And there it is. There's Frogger.
This property is 2 years old. This room's let me get a little bit better light in here. It has, let's see now, this is the primary bedroom. So imagine you rented this place. This is as big as I would say some of the rooms you rent for $400. This is like 13 by 13 or more. Yep, there he is, Brian Boyd. Jeff Smith is saying hello.
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
One of my, I thought you were just my viewer, Jeff. I don't know, you're cheating on me. Oh, so this is a nice big closet, and this is what we call the owner's closet, but they haven't. Okay, oh, this is the air conditioner. Sorry. Okay. Oh, gotta check that out. Oh, okay. So. So imagine having your own bathroom when you come here to stay in your property. So if you're, thinking of a short-term rental, think about how long you wait for the bathroom when you're got one bathroom for 5 to 8 people. I'm sorry, what'd you say? You say something, Brian?
Oh, I was gonna say, man, I kind of wish I would have done the Wi-Fi. There's a few more spots than I thought, but so far we're doing good.
It's right on this thing.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It's the one that says Spectrum.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into now. They've got 2 primary bedrooms, what we used to call masters, owner suites with attached ensuite baths. And Diane, I think you got my message. This is 2 years old. I like how they've done this. Oh, this is nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, that looked from the distance, that actually looked like it was real wood. Okay, it's just I love the accent walls. Because, one thing I say when you're having a rental property and you're renting it, it's all about the pictures. If you don't have good pictures, you don't have a good property. You're not going to be able to rent it. So that really helps make the property look. Step-in shower. And the management company sets up this, which I think is really neat. They do something like that. I hate when this happens. This thing goes, look at that. Okay. Why is it doing that?
All right, so here's the bathroom, guys. Pierce, I don't think it comes with a kegerator. Kegerator.
So now it's another thing that people are looking for. Arcade space in the house, space to stretch out by the pool. And the other thing that I like in a community, and this is very important, is strong word of mouth advertising. And when you're buy a home that's by itself or in a very, very small community, you have less people coming back and saying, oh, we stayed in this community, it was great. You got to stay in this same community. And you get less people, we have less people doing that, you got less chance of picking up some of those residual bookings. And honestly, I wish I had known all this when I started renting myself, because I had my sister and I had 3 properties for 2 years. I wish I had known all these things. I learned them the hard way.
All right.
Now look at this. This I think is so amazing.
Isn't that really cool?
Now, and this is so easy to do because they got a mural. They got they got red beds. They got, funky sheets that they picked up. And then they had wallpaper. Now this wallpaper isn't anything, amazing, but and then they put a hand through it. Beautiful. Big TV. I always say that big TVs aren't really that necessary. But you do need a TV in every room. And
That part of the room is amazing.
Then you step in here, shared bath, tub. Not getting many questions today.
Let's see.
Oh, Lorraine is drinking out of that same Buc-ee's cup right now.
Oh yeah, you gotta love that Buc-ee's cup, right? That's like the best cup ever.
So let's go back downstairs. We'll talk some more about, does anybody have any questions about where you advertise for your short-term rental?
And having a management company, they manage the pool for you.
Yes.
If you were to turn this into a real property, management company would take care of the pool for you. They just have a guy come in.
Exactly. They hire them. Yeah, they hire, gotta get your Buc-ee's cup out of the view. Anyway. Yeah, when you have a management company, they're responsible for the cleaning of the property after the guests leave, cleaning the pool, and any problems that arise during the people's stay. So that is one thing to, you don't really have those, you don't have to deal with the day-to-day issues that you would if you were living here.
Okay, so out of curiosity, am I okay to say give out the address?
Yeah, okay.
We are at, what is it,
107 Jetty Way.
Obviously, yeah, 107 Jetty Way.
You can find it on Realtor.com, but go to my website, it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, Charlene.
And if you needed to, there's plenty of places to walk your pets.
If you bring a pet.
Yeah, if you bring a pet, there's plenty of places.
When you're renting it out, you want to specify to the management company if you will be pet friendly. And then that comes with like an extra fee, and they'll come in and they'll cover the furniture so the pets don't ruin it. They'll also require that the pet is in a cage when you're not here.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many people want to keep their pets in a cage. To be honest with you, I would put it in a bathroom.
Yeah. And
then at least if it makes a mess, you could easily clean it up. It's not on fabric. And the pet will be, hey, they're alive. What do you want? Okay. So does it come fully furnished? Yes. This property is being sold. Everything that you see here. Everything you see here is included, including the dishware, which, by the way, I don't recommend. There's one, they got glasses in here, and I don't never have glasses in your property. I don't know how many times I have to tell people that. Okay. Okay, I think VRBO Lorraine is the best in the business. If you could develop your business based on, social media and things like that, yes, I think it's terrific. But I would always direct them back to your VRBO page, because it's a great way to take bookings. It's a great way to interact with your customers, but VRBO is really the best in the business. Airbnb, while it is very good, I think that this is not I think it's got a stigma to it that you think somebody's going to be in the house too. People think they're renting a room from someone, which some of them do, but it's got that stigma to it. That's not bad, but it's just, I don't think it helps the people who don't have, we're renting the property all to itself. So David D loves Disney. What could this rent for nightly? This would rent for $200 to $400 a night. Okay. But I would strongly suggest that you don't want to rent it for less than 6 days. Okay. And if you rent it for 6 days, make sure you are in touch with your insurance company and find out, because my insurance company changed the policy on me and said, oh, it's got to be only 7-day rentals, and 7 days or to 30 days. And that was a nightmare because I had to go back and change everybody's reservation.
Yeah. And what's cool is I had some friends of ours that owned a home that they had managed in on Padre Island in Texas, which is a vacation destination.
Mm-hmm.
And what they would do is they would kind of block out some time that they wanted to go, and they used that, so they always had a place to stay. And for the rest of the year, just rent it out, and it would cover the mortgage on the property. So it's a great investment property, and you can come here and save so much money on hotels because you're already putting money into this property, and it's a great way to be able to come down and enjoy that.
Yeah, Lorraine is saying 200 to 400, betting on the season.
Yeah.
So in the summertime, I would say this could be $400 a night because we book it, and one thing about this that's interesting, yes, I'm wearing a silly hat. One thing that's interesting about this, about Central Florida, is you could book 48 weeks out of the year probably if you've got an appealing home. While if you owned in Miami, that's not true. If you owned where I used to go to the shore when I was a kid, Wildwood, New Jersey, you get 10 weeks and that's it.
Yeah.
You don't rent the other times of the year. Here, you can rent. I used to rent 48 weeks out of the year,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Shireen Victoria Turnbull is asking, is this property? Yes. Okay. One of the biggest things I got and regrets that I had when I had my short-term rental, I didn't realize this, is that people do ask to be in a gated community. Now, I don't like to say gated community. I like to say in the intro, you'll be greeted at the gate by an attendant who will direct you to your unit. And then they give you a pass for the rest of your stay. I don't like to say gated community, but it's guard gated is the worst. Guard gated is terrible. People think, well, why do I need that? It's either you get the ones who want it or the ones who are going, why do I need that? No, you want it because it's an extra piece of security. The fees are $600 a month for that. But I want you to remember all the community features this place has. Okay. It's got a clubhouse, a fitness center. It's gated. There's a big pool. There's a lazy river. There's tennis courts. It also includes a 24-hour guard, cable TV, internet. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't even realize it. It's on my own listing. Anyway, pest control and the private roads. So that is a lot of stuff that you're paying in there that you're not. When I had my rental, I used to have to pay for cable TV. And that's, Where did I get this cute hat? I can't wait to go to the parks when it's cold and wear it, but I got it on eBay. It's from Tokyo Disney Resorts. So they get the greatest stuff.
They have the coolest stuff.
They
Popcorn
do.
buckets, hats.
They do. They have the greatest stuff. I think I should wear this all around. Oh, $600 per month. Yes, it's six. Honestly, when you look at how much you're getting and how much the other communities charge for similar features. Also, on a townhome, you're going to have the exterior maintenance and the roof. So that's a big thing.
So one thing David D broke down in our chat, and I kind of want you to look that over, just see what you think. If that's the case, that's an incredible amount of profit right there.
Oh, he's saying the same thing on here.
Oh, he is?
Hey,
Okay.
on here too.
If that's the case, that's amazing.
Well, you got to remember, one of the things is I like when people look at the minimum they could make and the maximum. Don't count on the maximum.
Yeah.
Because honestly, you never know. Like my sister, well, anyway, long story with that. But I did well. I did really, really good with mine. It was just that I needed to liquidate at a certain point. So
Yeah.
anyway, I had a lot of equity in that, but it was fun. It was fun. I was too, you know what my problem was? I was too hands-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was living here, and someone called and said they couldn't get in. You know, I would rush down. I don't have to, you know, I was like, no, that's what the management company's for. And it's usually a user error.
Yeah.
You know. So, let's see. And I got my boathouse sweater on because I love the boathouse. So, let's see, we got about 20 more minutes we're going to go. Let's see what else I have here for questions and things. These are top things to remember when buying
Yes.
a vacation home. Okay. One of the things is I find a lot of people will say you've got to know the territory. Okay. And for example, I have a customer that I'm dealing with right now that wants to rent something short term. And they said, oh, we love these 3 houses. And each one of them were not in short-term rental communities. And I said, first of all, you tell me you're going to rent it as short term. I can't sell that to you because if you do rent it short term, you're going to get fined every single day, and don't think they're not going to find out.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's gated.
Now, real quickly, to answer Pierce's question.
Oh, great.
Pierce, there is a lot of places, for nightlife on 192. There's a lot of good places.
Yeah.
I mean, they just opened up a Portillo's.
Oh my God, I can't wait to go there.
Oh God, I love that place.
Yeah, but it's like the diet, you know.
And so there's a lot of good places. If you want to be outside the bubble and you kind of want to enjoy a little bit of a nightlife, 192's got a lot of places like right over here. And there's a lot of great restaurants, bars, stuff like that if you just want to go hang out. It's a great area. Yeah.
I'm going to show pictures of the community center in a second, Diane. I really nobody likes cameras in their face when they're paying for a vacation. So, I don't want to go in, but it is the best community center that I have seen. But let me go through a couple more of these things that you should remember. Okay, so you got to know if they allow short-term rental. I've seen this happen. One realtor told me, oh my God, I didn't realize they didn't allow short-term rental. I'm like, how do you not realize that? It's in the HOA documents. Mm-hmm. I take the document, I circle it, and I say initial here so you know whether you want to rent or not. You got to know.
Yeah.
That was, and that happened early on in my career that I heard about that. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is a life lesson. Another thing I want you to realize that is if you are coming into town Thanksgiving and you want to look at short-term rentals to buy that are renting right now, let me tell you, they're going to be booked, because if they're not booked, there's a problem with that house, because that is the most popular time. So come during a time that's not popular, like May or September, or definitely on a Saturday, so that there's at least a transition of people coming in and out. I have, shown so many houses where the cleaning crew is in there. So that's one of the things and you're always going to hear, and I hear it all the time. Well, if they want to sell it, why do they have guests in there? Because they want their cake and eat it too. If you're getting money coming in, are you gonna, they don't realize you can't sell it if people aren't seeing it. Now, what happened to me this week is this property is booked starting Sunday, and I have someone who wants to see it on Tuesday. So what I said is walk by the property, but the neighbor is available. They're vacant and they're empty, and they're 30,000 less. We got $70,000 worth of furnishings in here. Go look at them. You may like that. You may, but once you furnish it, it's going to be $70,000.
Now, I always call him Sumo, but we got a gentleman in our chat that says he has an address in Orlando. He's looking to sell and get something closer to Disney. And so what you need to do is reach out to Victor. David D posted all the information in chat to get a hold of Victor. So definitely do that, and Victor can maybe help you out.
Absolutely. What I would go to disneyatyourdoorstep.com. You'll find my email right there, and I'll help you out today. If selling in this market, make it available to see. So many people want to show properties and not available. You can't go and see it. Make it clean and make it neutral colors, and it should, if it's desirable, it should sell. Thank you, Curtis family. So I'm going to put up some pictures. I want to show you some of the features around here. Look at this. This is the community center. It's got a lazy river. I'm sorry, I should show you pictures.
That's all right.
So it's got a lazy river. It's got a huge pool. It's got a tennis courts. It's got, at the lower middle left is a viewing area for the fireworks. The community center has a gym. Obviously, if it's got a gym, there's people working out, they don't want cameras on them. So otherwise I'll get thrown out. They have a restaurant, the Blue Marlin restaurant in there. The great thing about that is, imagine if you are using the property and your kids want something to do. And if you're in a community that's only got, and you've only got the pool, kids are going to get bored with that and they're going to want to go to the parks. But if you want to stay in, and your renters want to stay in, or grandma wants to take the kids to the pool one day while you recuperate from yesterday at the parks. So that's it's a great way to have, great features to have, and people are looking for these type of features.
So Dave, we are at 107 Jetty in Davenport, and we are about 15 minutes south of Disney. And we're kind of like, we are near Highway 27 and 192.
Yeah. It took me from my house, and I'm an extra 3 minutes. It took me 18 minutes to get here. And I was really surprised. I was like, so I was hanging out for a while. So look at this. This is the type of pool they have.
All right. Look at that fire pit. That's nice.
That I think is actually a viewing area for the fireworks. And of course the hot tub and hammocks, for crying out loud.
I need that.
Yeah.
Hey, there I am.
Yeah. Love the hat. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about what type of things when you're buying a short-term rental and why this is such an excellent community to be in. Okay. One of the things I always tell people is get an area that you like as well, because a lot of people buy these things without really considering, they think, well, you know, my people will like it. No, if you don't like it, they won't like it. And it's surprising to me that I will see people, I don't like that part of town, but, you know, it should be a good rental. No, it won't, because you don't like it. You're not going to be able to rent it with enthusiasm. And you'll be surprised how many people will do that.
Yep. Dave, that's part of the community center that's on the property.
Yeah.
This is a townhome, and in the community, they have their community center, and all of that is there. There's a lazy river. What else is over there? You got a didn't you say there was a restaurant over there as well?
Tennis courts, a restaurant, a gym,
Yeah.
arcade. It's all there. This is a huge community with almost 1,000 homes. And I always say you want to get a bigger community so you take advantage of all the features that are shared by all the other people here. Because most of these people are going to Disney during the day.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them. The rest, you know, who don't, you know. But it's very funny how if the thing is, you have got to be 10, 15, 20 minutes from Disney.
No.
If you're going to rent a short-term rental. And when the road gets through here, that's going to connect, you're going to be an easy 15 minutes you're there. Because right now you have to go up and around a little and stuff like that. But I hate to say this because I don't want to put someone down, but I had a customer who bought a house in Winter Haven and allowed short-term rental. And I said, this is absolutely too far away. You're never going to rent this. It's too far away. Well, there's all these other short-term rentals here. And I said, go online. Look at their booking schedules. They're all empty.
Yeah.
Then there was 10 foreclosures when nobody had a foreclosure. And I said, and I hate to say this, I said, I really don't think you're listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, we're done. I'm not working with you.
Yeah.
He bought the house. 6 months later, he never had a booking. And he sold it at a loss.
Yeah.
And it was, and it, you know, I mean, I'm like, you got to be close to Disney.
And from
But
that,
but at this point, I just say, sometimes I just have to say, do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. I'll say you that.
Yeah.
It becomes, you know, sometimes they just don't want to understand that people are not going to travel 40 minutes to Disney.
Yeah.
And especially the south part of 27, it's pretty high traffic.
Yeah.
It's pretty high traffic.
And yeah, there's a lot of traffic that way. You know, if you were going to just do Ubers, you're going to add to the fare just by being that far away. It's not close at all.
Yeah. Drew is asking if this community is only short-term rentals. Actually, this is one of the very few that is only short-term rental. Basically, they say you cannot become a permanent resident here. And in your HOA docs, it'll show you that you can't. But there's nothing to stop you really, except you can never homestead the property, which means say it's your permanent residence. This is not the kind of place that I would say, unless you really want $600 HOA fees and all those features. But what a lot of people do is they'll spend, and there's nothing to stop you with that, is to spend, you know, come down here as snowbirds, and then the rest of the year, because we can rent all year round. Because we can rent all year round. It's keeping me warm too. You know, they rent the rest of the year. You know, nothing to stop you from doing that. So let me show you, let's see if we can go outside, because we did get a request to go outside, and I'll see what I can show you of the community center. If you need to reach me, go to disneyatyourdoorstep.com. Bingo. Okay, there we are. So, and on the description of this video is a link to learn more about this property. And for the person who's saying they want to sell, this is one of the things I do, which is live streams from the property. And what's good about that is if they can't get down right away, I can say, here, go look at this video.
And follow him, follow Victor on social media. Just don't follow him.
My ad. I love that.
I love that ad. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, isn't that cute? I love it. Wait till you see the next one I'm doing. Okay, I hope we have a good signal here. But this is one of the key selling points. Don't lock it too much because I don't have the code with me. That's in the, I have to pull it up on the phone. Okay, that's the community center right there. Now there's another unit available here and it's about 6 blocks away. So this is right across from the community center. You could only get one house closer.
Yeah.
That's it. It's right there. There's the tennis courts. Do you think we have a good signal? Is everybody seeing a good signal? Everybody got a good signal? If I close this, do you think it will lock automatically?
I don't think so.
All right, let me just, I'll just leave it right just like that. And let's see if we can go. Let's see if we got a good signal. Let's ask them. All we could do is ask. I was gonna go in there. Oh, windy. I'm telling you, it is so cold today. How cold is it?
Oh, it is.
Go to set it. Why? Okay, I hope I'm back. Yeah, I was on Wi-Fi and now I've gone to the phone system. I probably should have done phone all the time through because the 5G, which has been really good lately.
Right there, you can see the restaurant right there, Blue Marlin
Yeah.
Grill.
Blue Marlin Grill right there. Can everybody see me, talk to me, hear me, just say hi? Great, love you. ALJ, you always come through for me. So Blue Marlin Grill right here, your own restaurant, tennis courts. Look at my reflection.
Look at that.
That's cute.
We're following the hidden Mickey into the
Yeah.
community center.
So we're going to take a look. No outside food or beverage. Ooh, coolers are not permitted. Ooh. Let's see. Now you can. I know they're not going to let us in. Oh, good. The side desk. Okay. See, this is the thing I want to get to. Over here, you have a convenience store. There's the pool. Oh my God, it's beautiful. There's nobody in it today. You know what? They're probably lucky today because it's so cold. Nobody's going to be in the pool.
In-room massage.
In-room massage. What? Well, we got that. You just invite me over.
Look at that. Look at this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Can we go get a soda?
And we have, now the arcade's over there, but there's a lot of kids in it. Beautiful pool area. So if if you're interested in renting out your property, just give me a call. I can talk to you about it more. But I will tell you, there's it's very important to say yes as many times as possible. Are you close to Disney? Yes. Is your do you have ample parking? Yes. Do you have a first floor bedroom? Yes. Very, very important to say yes as many times as possible when you're talking to your guests. If you say no, if you say, or is it a gated community? No, it's not, but you're not going to get that booking. So it's better to pay a little bit more and get those features than pay a little less and not get the bookings. But this has every single thing that people are looking for. And I know because I did it for 5 years. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this quartz.
We got it just sparkles.
I'm sure it's the same company that made mine, but it's got blue in it, but mine has gray in it. But
it's really wall with the wall.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to see this. I don't want to.
Are we able to? They got a game room right there.
Game room, but I don't want to go in there. And then there's a weight room back there, but again, there's people using it, so I don't want to go in there.
We probably, since there's nobody at the pool, you think they'd be cool with this or no?
Okay. I guess it doesn't look like it locks. So let's go. There's nobody there today. We won't go through though. So they got a gym over there. Look at this pool. Now, if this was the summer, this would be packed. But what I like is it's a very flexible pool. You got places you could swim straight out. You've got the zero entry over here. You got little water park features up there, nice water park features. The big bucket, for some reason, the big bucket of water just isn't splashing right now. I don't know why. Why do you think that is? What do you think that is? Because it's 45 degrees today? Maybe that's it.
Could be.
What?
Journey's getting all my ad revenue.
Oh gosh. Yeah, let's. We could look at it, yeah.
I'm already this far in with Journey. Might as well.
So they take your money when you.
Yeah, the second it's played. 10 seconds, I think is what it is.
Oh Lord in heaven! Just because you have a music playing.
Yeah.
But right that way, if you I know it's difficult to see, but from these hammocks and everything, that's where the fireworks are from Disney.
Wow, so you're watching Disney fireworks from right here.
Yeah, right there.
That's amazing.
There's so you've got a viewing area right out there, and of course they have restrooms and all that, yada yada. What?
We're doing s'mores tonight. I'll probably be going to do s'mores tonight.
Yeah.
It'll be a hot fire.
Oh, now there's people by the pool, so let's not go that way. All right, so let's. Now, if you wanted to just rent here and stay in this community, it's called Windsor Island. And just go to VRBO, type in Windsor Island, and there you'll find it. Tennis court over there. This is volleyball court right there. Oh, I hope we can go out this way. Yay!
Nice. You escaped.
Good. Okay. But I love it's elevated here. I don't know if you could see, but it's elevated here so you can see the fireworks. Most places, around here, you can't really see the fireworks.
That looks like Epcot. That is Epcot.
That's Epcot right there.
right,
So Epcot, so that would mean that that way is, so Magic Kingdom's right there.
so right there, I mean, that's as far as I can zoom.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
you can
Epcot.
zoom? Wow, I can't zoom.
There's Epcot right there. So that's all Disney World right there. Look at Epcot. I did not think I was going to be able to stand here and see Epcot. So no matter what, you're going to see the fireworks shows at Epcot. And I guarantee you're going to see Magic Kingdom from here.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, you can see Magic Kingdom from here. You definitely can see it. I've got some pictures where the fireworks look like that big.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's better at my house, but I'm not saying I know how to buy a home. I'm
You
just
had
saying.
the train from your house. When you played that video and put it on Facebook, I was like, what?
Oh yeah, I hear the train, and I hear the Liberty Bell.
That is awesome.
I love that. Oh my God. And the fireworks in the backyard are just, I mean, sometimes it's a little bit too loud, but
Yeah.
but if you've got an older home with single pane windows and you're as close as I am, oh my God, it's too loud. But I definitely, I mean, I have a great, so I'm going to go through the listing. The listing is in the description of this video. So if you want to learn more about it, just go to my website. There's the whole listing right there. I just put up new pictures. That's good. New pictures. That sounded like I said nude pictures. Anyway, so I just put up new pictures of the property. There it is right there.
Yep. Straight ahead.
So just remember, one of the things is that when you're getting a townhome, the HOA fees include the painting of the property and the maintenance of the roof.
Yeah, this is really nice.
It is. And the thing is, if you're going to use it a couple of times a year, you don't have to pay any money to use it. It's actually a business expense 2 weeks of the year. Talk to your tax advisor first.
And all the money you're going to save on not staying at a Disney resort.
What's the VRBO name again for this rental? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. We're not interested in renting it anymore.
Right.
We are interested in selling it. So let me just run through some of the features that this thing has. And one thing I will tell you, right now in this market, there's some changes going around with insurance. So what I would suggest is getting a house that's newer until they work out the problems with getting insurance. On anything that's older than 15 years, it's a little difficult to get insurance. So this house is going to come fully furnished. It's got a large, what we call splash pool. So it's not a swimming pool. 5 minutes ago, I mentioned a VRBO name. Do you remember what I was talking about?
No.
Didn't mention this house.
Yeah. Maybe another one, maybe? I don't know.
Did I? I don't remember what I said.
Rewind the tape.
Okay. I'll have to think about what I would say. I don't think I mentioned this. But if you go to VRBO, if you go to VRBO,
Oh, there you go.
search Windsor Island,
That makes sense.
and that will be where you'd find other properties
Now that makes sense.
in this community. Yes. Okay. I had to think. So they've got a state-of-the-art fitness center and a game room. I wish I could have showed you, but it's cold, so there's a lot of people in there.
Hello, Chef Ricky.
I'm reading something. I gotta change it. I hate when I have typos and I find them myself. Anyway, so you've got 5 bedrooms. You've got the lower maintenance because that is a very good question, David. The main reason that they gave me is they really did buy it so that they would come here and use it. And they just haven't had more than one chance to come. So that's what they're really telling me is one of the main reasons that they're selling is they just don't have the time to get here. So so what makes this so perfect is that when I used to have a rental property, the first questions I would get was, is it a gated community? Is there a first floor bedroom? Is there a pool? They all have to have pools, but the gated community was a big selling point. It's absolutely a big selling point. Okay, does anybody else have any questions or anything else you want to know about renting? We're at an hour, so we're going to only anyway. Now, next week I'll be back to showing live streams. I'm hoping I'm going to be in Winter Garden next week, next Sunday. And that'll be fun. There's a lot coming up in Winter Garden, new construction homes. There's a new construction home in community in Mineola, which I'm happy about. I love Mineola. Mineola, you get better price points. And it's not too far from Disney. I'd say it's 40 minutes, but if you're going to go, twice a month, it's all right. Then there's some stuff in Claremont that's coming up. I was in Groveland last week. That was a good one. So any other questions you have for me before I sign off? Me or Brian? And Brian, you got any questions?
No, this has been a lot of fun. I love doing this. So this is really, really cool. And I would like to appreciate everybody coming in and watching. I apologize. This one spot, it's like,
yeah, stop walking in it then.
I know, but it's like the best spot to get you. But honestly, this kitchen, for my signal, has been a little bit of it'll go and then it'll go away.
Yeah.
The signal. So I apologize to my group if it's been laggy. I apologize.
When is
Victor
Brian?
do apartments?
I don't do. Okay, let me tell you about rentals. Okay. All right. I will gladly talk to you about the areas and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I will point you to, and I've done it several times where the people end up, renting. What I'm finding is when I call a listing agent for a rental, and I say, I'm an agent and I've got someone. If they've got someone who they're going to get the full commission from, they don't call me back.
Yeah.
So what I do with that is I say, here's Bob's phone number. I like this community. I've been in it. Call him directly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I call him and you call him, they'll call you, the renter, first.
Yeah.
Because they want the full commission. I'm sorry, it's not the way you're supposed to do. It's not the way you're supposed to do it when you're selling a home, but when you're renting, whatever. So what I do, I'll just talk to you about it and tell you what's a good price point, if that's a good area, and I know most of the communities around here, so I would be glad to do that for you. Also, you know what? A lot of times they only offer I'll spend my whole day with you and they'll offer me $50 as a commission. I'm sorry. I think that's an insult, and I think that's an insult to everybody. And then they still don't answer the call to give me the $50.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I know that's horrible to say. I'm not in it totally for the money, but everybody has a job, and my broker doesn't like me to do it, so I don't do it. But I will gladly answer any questions about properties or areas or how much you should suspect in rent. I have one person that's looking right now, and she's highlighting stuff, and I'm saying, okay, when you're ready, I'll just send you directly to the agent. Why not? Anyway, so
Yeah.
that's my long answer to do I do rentals. So what I love about this, Lorraine is asking, are you going to the Festival of the Arts?
Oh, yeah.
When are you going?
Well, I was there yesterday.
Oh, did you live stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
Loved it. It was
Lorraine,
amazing.
you missed it.
But it's an amazing festival, and I may do. Okay, I don't want to get
Call
you guys
me.
excited.
I'll go with you
But
because I want to go there and I want to buy some art.
I could
love
do
the
all.
art.
I could do all week next week.
Oh, okay. Just call me. I'll do
no,
sometime this
We always
week.
got to get Magic Kingdom in there. But I may do 2 festivals with the Magic Kingdom in the middle.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll definitely go back next week.
Oh, call me. I'll do it. Yes. It looks like it could collect dust. He's saying that it looks like it's difficult to clean.
Oh yeah.
I will tell you, that is a very good point. And in a short-term rental, that is not a good choice.
Yeah.
Because when people see dust on stuff, they think, the cleaners can do so much, just so much, that they wouldn't get to that until a spring cleaning. So, good point.
Most of your maids are not going to go up there.
They will not. They don't clean by the pool.
And they're probably,
They could see a whole bunch of garbage out there and they would leave it because they don't clean by the pool.
Yeah.
The pool cleaners will come and take that out, but who knows? So here's my top 10 features renters are looking for. I'm going to switch the camera around so you can see how adorable I am. And I always say you've got to have as many of these features as possible. Okay. Okay. So you got to be, the number one thing is, the question that you get when you're renting is, how close are you to Disney World? And so I think you have to be north of the 4, I would say, because we're north of the 4, and not past, well, maybe no more than 2 miles past east of Celebration. Gated community like this has is the second thing they'll ask for, because they'll ask, how safe is the community?
This looked like it was really nice and safe.
Yeah, because, well, here's something that makes this community stand out over the neighboring communities. There's only one entrance.
Oh yeah, that's good. You don't want multiple entrances.
Yeah, because when you have multiple entrances, people sneak in and go and use the pool.
Yeah.
And, and they're kids and they're having fun and stuff like that. But they increase the numbers by the pool. And then you have to have people, ushering them out. And that's not never fun.
Yeah.
One entrance is very, very important. And you don't think about that when you're, they'll go over to the other communities that have 2 or 3 entrances. So one entrance is very, very important to keep that down. The first floor bedroom is very important. The close to a grocery, you're going to see about 2 groceries just on the way here. A Walmart, they want Walmarts. I don't know why, but there's a Walmart right up the street, not too far from here, and right up that way too. This place has more parking than any other community that I've seen. And the important thing is, earlier I mentioned, you could have 3 heads of households, come in, and that means 3 cars sometimes too. South-facing pool. This one doesn't have a south-facing pool, but I always think that's a very good thing. Arcade space in the home or in the community center. You want something that's going to entertain the kids. This one does come with all those arcade things with the full price offer. Space by the pool to stretch out. And the last thing is strong word of mouth advertising. One of the issues I find when people buy houses that are not in named communities, so you have to go by, like, they're on VRBO, but they're just Davenport or Kissimmee, is people aren't looking for that community. So there's no community there. So they don't know how, it's just going to not show up. So you have to go overboard in what kind of features you have. Like there is one house in Montverde that must have put $200,000 just in their features in their home, and the features are like there's a slide and there's a ball pit, all these things that can't be cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get some little kid in a diaper to poop in that ball pit, and it's not going to be found for months later. I'm telling you, I wouldn't, I wouldn't go to that place for anything, because it would cost you $2,000 to clean the whole place every time. It was, but what I'm saying is you want the strong word of mouth advertising. So someone's going to come here to this community, maybe stay across the street, and they're going to love it. It's that house is great. But when their friend is coming to rent and 159 is not available, they're going to say, well, go to Windsor Island and rent something else. You'll love it. And they look through all the stuff and they look through the pictures and they go, and they approach you and say, I've seen this, where they go, the house I wanted is not available, but yours looks even better. Mm-hmm. Bingo. Especially when it's one house away from the community center and not all the way across the community. So just some things that I think you should, consider. So
you're talking about the ball pit, and Coach just told her, just threw in a little funny thing. Bill Murray will find that Babe Ruth bar.
What?
Remember from Caddyshack?
Yeah.
The scene where the Baby Ruth.
Yeah. Okay.
And
yes.
And then there is Mr. and Mrs. Smills.
Yeah.
And there's a Bill Murray. He's like, hey.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought that up, but it's true that I've seen places that do have to work so hard, but then to get people in, but then they bring in something that's going to create a problem. So one of the things that's very important is to decorate the home for the kids. I've seen this with my houses. We had a Dalmatian room. It was all spotted. When the kids saw that room, they didn't want to rent anywhere else. And the parents used to tell me, we made a mistake of showing the place to our kids, and now they won't want to be anywhere else. I actually had people change their plans, their travel plans, because they wanted my house and it was already booked.
Yeah.
So
I apologize, guys. The connection goes in and it goes out. It's like I'll get a good connection and then I won't. I am so sorry. So I don't know. Maybe if we go outside for a second, and then I'll have Victor give you all his information, so that way you guys can get a hold of him.
Yeah.
And as I'm talking, I'm still in the dead zone. So let me go outside. Victor come with it. And I think I got a good connection out here. I'm pretty sure.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to go upstairs, give you one last showing around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, okay. Well, you want to come here too, or maybe you get a good signal up here. You got a good signal. Yeah, I'm going to do one last showing around.
I'm going to give you one last tour.
Mm-hmm. And if you have any questions about decorating, I know everything about decorating a home for short-term rental. So here they have their marble room. And think about it. This is not that much money. You get a mural, you get a couple of bed sheets, you're done. And you're buying an end table anyway, just make it match the motif. Okay.
Yes, we got that marble room.
And here is the Harry Potter room. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? I always say you don't need a big TV, but big TVs are so cheap now, you might as well get them. As long as it has a TV. Look what they did up to the top. Look at that. Isn't that cute? You have any questions about owning a short-term rental? The games are included with the full price offer. And here is the primary bedroom. Okay. I was going to take my shoes off and I forgot.
I was just saying that as I was coming upstairs.
Yeah. Yeah. So any questions about owning a home, buying a home in this community or other community? If you don't have a question right now, go to disneyatyourdoorstep.com. You'll find my email address, my YouTube channel, or my Facebook page. You're watching on one or the other. And you can ask questions there. You can follow me, disneyatyourdoorstep.com. I'll leave one light on up here. Oh, here's something I think is great. When you have a short-term rental, label your darn switches. So important, so people aren't going, what's this for? What's that? Wait, what's that? And the lights are all flashing outside to think there's a short.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely great idea to label your switches. And I have a terrific label maker. I will throw that in as part of the package. Not the label maker, the labels. I will label your stuff. Just give me a list.
That's cool. You label them?
I'll label them for you. So this is the house.
All right,
If
sold.
Okay.
I will do it.
All right. So if you have any questions, look at this pool area. Now, one thing that I like about this house, this townhouse, is that you could see the pool area from the kitchen. And I think any parent would know what's good, why that's good.
And, we haven't talked about it, but the lighting, the entertainment center, it changes colors. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. They've done this place up really nicely. They really did. They put a lot of love and attention to it. And I'll tell you, it could take you, I would say, it could take months to get everything in a house like this. So this is all done for you and it's in great shape. And another thing that I think is really interesting, this is a great table because this is easy to clean. Yeah, you want something easy to clean. You do not want to put a tablecloth out because the cleaners will not clean the tablecloth. They just don't have the time. So what was I talking about? Cleaning the house. Oh, forget it. Sorry. I know I was going to mention talk about something. Darn it, it was a good thing too. I just went right out of my head.
Guys, I apologize. That spot right there, lag was an issue. So I'm going to just stand over here.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's a great right there.
And so anybody on your switch thing has a question or anything? I think people are hearing me. I'm not seeing anything coming up. Well, visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com for DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. You'll find all my links, Facebook, YouTube. You can please like, share, comment, go to DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com to stay in touch with me. Okay?
Thank you guys so much. And we've got links for Victor under our description. So
Great.
everything's right there, both his websites. And check him out on Sundays. He goes live.
Not this Sunday, but next Sunday I'll be live again.
Okay. So I'll definitely subscribe to his YouTube, follow him on Facebook. And because he does live streams from his listings. And I think that is amazing.
From my listings and from new construction.
Mhm.
And sometimes I'll go to every 2 months or so, I go to like 3 listings that are not mine. Actually people have been very supportive. The agents have been very supportive to let me in lately. So it's just the marketplace. Hello, it's Realtor Victor Naraki. And I want to take this moment to ask you to like, share, subscribe, and comment. It's the only way this channel gets Disney magic and grows.
And I know it's Champagne Sumo. So thank you guys so much for coming in and watching. And,
I got a good question here from
Oh.
Selena. Yeah, okay. I got a good question if you want me to answer this one.
Sure.
Okay. What % down is required on a short-term rental, or is it cash offer only? It's not cash offer only. One thing to remember on a short-term rental is the furniture is not included in your sale per se. So it may not appraise, but we have to look at, what the sales prices are without the furniture. So the price is the price, but you're not paying. So say this is $580. Well, we've had units in here that have sold at $610 fully furnished.
Yep.
If the appraisal comes in short, you're going to have to pay the difference in many cases for the furniture. Okay? So that may happen. How much is required down? That is dependent on your loan. So it could be as much as 20%. It could be as low as 10. But sometimes, because you're telling them, oh, it's going to be a short-term rental, and I always say be upfront and honest, because it's going to be a short-term rental, they may require more. It's lender specific. Now, a lot of these are cash, and I love cash offers. I mean, come on, they're the best things in the world. And we have priced this very, very competitively. In order to sell. It's only been on the market 4 days. And that includes everything. This is the furnishings in this house and decor cost $70,000, and it's all in great shape.
So Dave, to answer your question.
Melanie Yeager is saying she watches you all the time.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. And and we'll be back on Monday. I'm not sure where, either Magic Kingdom or Epcot.
Well, if you go to Epcot, I may go with you because I want to go. I want to go there, and I want to look at the.
Yeah.
And Selena, let me tell you something. Before you talk to me, talk to a lender, because here's the reason why. It's like going into a restaurant and not knowing if you have your credit card or not. You want to make sure you have your credit card. You want to make sure there's some money in your pocket. So you're not waste your time looking at the menu, sitting down, eating the bread, having the water and going, oh crap, I can't pay for this. I got to go. So check out with your lender so you know your parameters. That's the way you save money, by knowing how much you have to spend.
So Dave had a great question. If somebody rented one of these, would they have access to all amenities? You should.
Yes.
Absolutely.
unlike some other communities where if the owner, and I just sold one recently, but the owner is not going to use the other amenities. And there are some communities that have tiers of amenities.
Yeah.
This one does not. This is you buy it, you got everything. And I actually think even though it's 600, it's very reasonable for what's included. And I've seen higher ones, and you got your exterior maintenance, you've got your cable TV, you've got the gate, you got the community center.
Which was really nice. A lot of cool amenities over there. I mean, it was really, really nice. I mean, all the different things that you have available to you, just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Anybody have any last questions before I sign off? I went a half hour longer than I thought I would.
And as it turns out, I should have been standing right here because I got a good connection right here.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to sign off. Remember, I'll be back next Sunday. I try to do it every Sunday unless I get something special on Saturday. And I was going to do something on Sunday, but the place that I was going to go hasn't decorated their units yet. So I'm not doing it. They got to be decorated or I'm not going. Anyway, so.
Generally, Victor can recommend apartments around Disney, but generally he does new construction and
Resales.
resales.
Yeah. Buying. Yeah. Prices have gone up. By now they're as much as a mortgage payment.
Yeah, it's especially around Disney. They're expensive.
Yeah. They're, I think it's, I cannot say I think it's going to level off. I really do hope that it levels off.
Yeah.
Because if they're not getting people paying the prices, they're not going to be able to rent them. And if they go 2 months without getting a renter, they're going to have to reduce the price. So I'm hoping that for people's sake, the prices start to level off. I really do, for rent and for homes.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching today. And I'll be back next week.
So we're going to sign off from this beautiful view right out here. Thank you guys so much. And Victor and I'll do this again.
Making the dream of a Disney lifestyle a reality. I'm Victor Naraki. Contact me on Facebook at Naraki Realtor or my website, celebratingflorida.com. Thanks for watching Disney at your doorstep.